Okay, let's finish up Proverbs, and I thought to mix up the visuals, we'd have Johnny Tremaine. So be sure to finish up your summer reading and get ready to go to school and learn a lot. This is Proverbs Sketchbook by Jill Mockingbird. Find me on YouTube. And this is page 48. Who can find a virtuous wife? For her worth is far above rubies. Red rubies, the kind of jewelry or jewel. Who can find a virtuous, strong wife? For strong, righteous, virtuous. For her rubies is far above. For her worth is far above rubies. Her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. So let's say this is her husband. Her husband is known in the gates. Here's the gate to the city. When he sits among the elders of the land, the older people of the land. Her husband is known in the gates when he sits among the elders of the land. Page 49. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. So she's helping him out, how it looks. She does him good and not evil all the days of her life. Proverbs 31:12. She is like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. Here comes the food from afar on the ships. Proverbs 31:14. She is like the merchant ships. She brings her food from afar. She supplies food for them. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies sashes for the merchants. I'll take 2, I'll take 3. So she's supplying linen or a cloth, and the merchants are supplied with sashes. And that's kind of like a robe or a veil, maybe. You put it around you. She makes linen garments and sells them and supplies sashes for the merchants, the salesmen. She perceives that her merchandise is good. So she's looking at her goods, and she perceives that her merchandise is good. This is good, this is not good. That's page 50. Her children rise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. So her children rise up, get up, and call her blessed. Hey, blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. This is her husband here. She watches over the ways of her household. How are you doing? Here's her household, a cat, children, husband. She watches over the ways of her household, and that's page 51. She seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. Maybe she's knitting or crocheting. She seeks wool and flax. Wool is from the sheep. Flax is from crops. She seeks wool and flax and willingly, voluntarily, with a good heart, and willingly works with her hands. So she seeks wool and flax and willingly works with her hands. Proverbs 31:13. She also rises while it is yet night, and provides food for her household, and a portion for her household. Proverbs 31:15, page 52. She also rises, she wakes up while it's still night, and provides food, gives food for her household, her home, her family, and a portion for her household. And she gives a section of her food for her household, her home. She considers a field and buys it. Proverbs 31:16. So she's a businesswoman. She looks at a field and thinks about it and buys it. She considers a field and buys it. Is she going to use that to build something, or raise crops, plant crops, or have animals? I don't know. She considers a field and buys it. Proverbs 31:16. She girds herself with strength and strengthens her arms. Proverbs 31:17. She girds herself. She puts on strength and strengthens her arms. Proverbs 31:17. Her lamp doesn't go out at night, and that needs to have a T there. Proverbs 31:18. Her lamp goes all night. Her lamp does not go out at night. I guess she's up all night. Page 53. She extends her hand to the poor. Proverbs 31:20. She reaches out to the poor. She gives out her hand to the poor. She's not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household, OLD. She's not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household is clothed with scarlet. Proverbs, I'm not sure what verse that is. Page 54. She's not afraid of the snow. She's not going to get cold, and her family's not going to get cold. For all her house is clothed in red, scarlet. She's not afraid of snow for her household, for all her household is clothed with scarlet, red. She makes tapestry for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. Proverbs 31:22. She makes cloth, she makes tapestry or curtains for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. So she likes purple, or well-to-do ladies maybe wear purple. She makes tapestry for herself. Her clothing is fine linen and purple. So she sews, I'm sure. Strength and honor are her clothing. That needs to be an E. Strength and honor are her clothes. Strength and honor are her clothing. Proverbs, page 55. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. She opens her mouth with wisdom. She knows right from wrong. Her tongue is the law of kindness. So when she speaks, she's kind, and she's wise when she speaks. She opens her mouth. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and on her tongue is the law of kindness. She does not eat the bread of idleness. She doesn't eat the bread of idleness, not doing anything. She says no. She does not eat the bread of idleness, page 56. Proverbs 31:30, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. So charm is deceptive, a great personality, and pleasant mannerisms, I guess. Charm, that's charming. Charm is deceptive. It can fool you. It's deceptive, like a mask in front of you. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, like a bird flying around. Beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Good show, well done. So a woman who fears the Lord, respects the Lord, is to be praised. Charm is deceptive, and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Page 57. Honor her for all her hands have done. Here's her hands. Honor her. Lift her up. Honor her for all her hands have done. She's done a lot. And let her works bring her praise at the city gate. So her works, what she's done, will bring her praise at the entrance of the city. Honor her for all her hands have done, and let her works bring her praise at the city gates. Well done, way to go. Page 58, and thank you for listening.